fun. Well, going back to the bot discussion, Chaos in the chat saying, are we going about it the wrong way, making them buy cards? Would just using CAPTCHA or some way to ban them? Obviously, the team has said we're more bot neutral, but I want to get your guys' takes. Do you guys like the fact that they have bots? Do you think there should be some CAPTCHA? Do you think there should be some bans? You agree with the team? What's your take?
They're definitely not going to ban the bots unless they're doing an exploit.
I'm asking, give you your spicy take, Jim.
Oh,
if you were in control of Splinterlands, what would your decision be?
Well, all right. So let me give you a little bit of history, and then you're going to instantly know. All right. I used to bot on MMOs a lot. What do you think?
Reason being that you did this?
I have a video of me getting banned on Final Fantasy 11 because I botted and I recorded GM jail. Okay, like I live streamed me getting banned because of botting.
Were you doing it just for the resources, or were you selling it off like on these third-party sites, or what were you doing it for?
Yeah, this man's like, why would you bot when you can't sell anything? Like, this wasn't blockchain. What are you doing?
So that's the other thing. RMT activity is also another bannable offense in all the MMOs that I played, and I did it in all of them. So now I have a game where I can bot, I can sell the in-game stuff I have. I'm not getting rid of bots. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So why aren't you botting yourself then? It sounds like you're all pro bot.
Do I gotta share screen and show you a folder that says SPL bot?
This is the day we find out Jim is are you what was the name? Yeah, are you Lang?
I gotta go.
Lang! Oh my god, it's you!
Lang finally revealed.
This is gonna be hilarious because this is the kind of stuff that'll like carry forever. Like in 5 years, we're gonna joke about Lang. Like everybody has played Lang. That name pops up all the time.
Oh man. Well, Rogue, how about you? Because I know you're, a huge card player outside of the blockchain. You can't, as far as I know, you can't play Magic the Gathering against a bot. I mean, I guess they have the online version, but the in-person card game. Have you ever faced a bot in Magic the Gathering?
Well, because I never played MTGO, but I would assume there are bots there. I don't know about MTG Arena because there's no real value in the arena cards. But MTGO has its own marketplace. All those online cards do have. So there might be stuff there, but I don't exactly know how that interface works.
You're sharing that you're a competitive card player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will.
Does this bug you? There's so many bots?
No, because a bot's not going to come in and beat me in a tournament. You know what I mean? Like the bot's not going to waste his time in a tournament, and I don't care that much about ranked. You know what I mean? Like my life is in tournaments right now. That's where I spend the majority of the time. Those are the metas that I focus on, right? Like when you go into like ranked battle for your daily chest and everything, like you've got every card imaginable. You know what I mean? That's fun. That's absolutely fun. But like all the tournaments though start to like really narrow you in. You know what I mean? And the ones that are paying out the most right now, the SPS tournaments, are specific to the Chaos Untamed meta. Right. So like every time I go out into the weekend ranked, like I'm kind of scrambling my mind on like what is legally playable, what is the strategies and all that stuff. So I log the majority of my hours in tournaments. So in terms of that, I don't really have a preference. I would say that bots need to be addressed, but not banned. But essentially, Yabamat's on it. You know what I mean? He knows that to fix the bots, he has to change the economy in a way that disincentivizes. And that's essentially the only way that you got to go about it. If you still want to be like a free market system and you want to be like customer driven in how the prices and everything go, you just have to have an economy that doesn't promote that kind of activity. You know what I mean? What that looks like right now, I don't know. But the fact that man doesn't show up every week to talk about it and he sits around and he thinks about these kinds of things, I'm all for it. I trust that man. He's going to figure it out because the system that he has in place right now, this economy that we have right now, I like it.
Yeah.
And if he can figure out a way to maintain the value of the assets and to maintain a desire to play and to be rewarded for your play, but disincentivize bots.
Yeah,
Please.
and I think that's one of the keys. I think is, can we just curb them in a sense? Because as a player, like personally, I don't like the bots. Not even like financial side. We can debate that all day. Is it good for the system? Is it bad? I want to play against humans, right? It's not any fun to be like, oh, I'm grinding it out. I'm like really trying hard in this game, and player X over here, he has 10,000 bot accounts that are just running daily, and that's the way he's playing the game. To me, just like personally, that bugs me, but not like not even the ecosystem necessarily. And so I think it's more so, can they find ways to curb it? And maybe this is a nudge in the right direction, but not the full thing, like we're saying. Can this be enough to maybe disincentivize 25% of the bots to either cut down some of their accounts, or maybe new bots aren't being made because it's not as lucrative. I don't think there's a world where if you're going to allow bots in the game, unless you really do something like CAPTCHA, and even someone on the chat was saying like, dude, advanced bots, they're going to get around it, which is kind of what the team has said before. I just don't think you can make an economy where there is zero incentive for bots ever, because there's going to be one person that is going to be smart enough to figure out a way to design a bot, whatever you make the economy, whatever you make the rules are. They're going to be smart enough to figure it out and duplicate that to make 1,000 accounts themselves. Or I've seen people sell off, hey, here's the bot technology, come buy it up for $5 so you can run your own bots. So I don't think there's going to be a world. Yeah, there's not going to be a world without bots, but I think, can we just make it so it's not, hey, this player over here has literally 990,000 accounts playing each day. Like that is where it gets really frustrating to me.
I just want to have a quick side note. I only bought on 2 accounts, okay? I don't go crazy. I just test the waters. I like messing around.
But. So far.
So why don't you, do you mind telling us a little bit about, like, kind of like what a day in the life of a bot looks like? Like,
it's terrible.
How did you feed the bot? One, is it all your own cards?
Yeah, it's all my own cards.
What is it playing in?
As of right now, they tend to play in silver.
Okay. It's sounding a lot like Lang. Question 3.
No, like it doesn't have the typical bot name. It is like just my other actual accounts.
Okay. So like how frequently does it play?
You can set it up. So I'm just using a free version. You get 30 battles every minute. So depending on how many accounts you have, you set it up to where you're for sure getting those 30 battles all in the hour. Did I say minute?
Yes,
30
you did.
battles in an hour.
You said minute. I was like, whoa.
In an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
So it sets it up to where if you only have one account, well, then you set it up to where it's attacking, or it's submitting a battle every 2 minutes. So every one account will be an additional 2 minutes on top of that. So, but if you have the paid version of it, you can just spam it over and over and over.
So what you're saying is the way that we defeat the machines is to run our timer all the way down to 0 every battle.
Yeah.
Do not submit your teams before 0. You heard it here first. We are going to rise against the machines by being patient.
We're going to rage against the machines.
We just slow down everyone's earnings.
Slow down
your
to
own
0.
Earnings.
Count it down, and just as you're counting it down, and you're like, man, I really want to hit this button. Just understand the tears that bot is crying because it can't move on. You've got it snared. It's a snare, and it's a 2.5 minute snare, 3 minute snare. It's a 3 minute snare.
I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. I hate waiting till the last minute.
He's not wrong, though.
Well, this is the same thing with the renders
Dwayne does
market.
that all the time, but he just like forgets anyway. He's like, oh yeah, I gotta lock this in, and then hurry up.
Dude, anytime you're recording your streams, I did that all the time on my stream. They were getting fierce. Like I had a highlight video of like, yes, you can go past 0.
Yeah, you can
absolutely go past
by
0
like 10 seconds. It seems like.
Dude, it's so nerve wracking. I hate it.
But no, I think we could absolutely. Maybe it's the same thing like a rentals market. Like everybody, like if everybody joined together and was just like, yes, we will
I mean, I
commit.
don't think that's gonna happen. Even if it did, I don't know if that would solve the thing.
Well, no,
And,
because
you know-
all the humans leave and it's just bot be bot, and they can still farm, right?
Right.
Oh, my other question: what's your win rate? It's like 10%.
So how it works is it takes information from the bot itself, but then also online for winning strategies depending on the rule set.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like if there's one thing to where, oh, this one lineup of cards wins 78% of the time, right?
Yeah.
And then
It'll go with it.
Yeah, so then like you have a really good chance of winning that. But the other thing is if you go up against the same bot, really, they know that exact number as well, and they're most likely shipping that lineup as well.
Okay.
You actually get a lot of draws if you're running a bot because, well, you're going up against a lot of other bots that
That's
have the exact
perfect.
same number.
Nobody gets paid for draws. This is perfect.
I'm curious from your perspective, though. What's the reasoning behind this? Because, I mean, I don't really have a problem, as I said, with like a person like yourself having two bots. Like that doesn't really piss me off. Like the people that have, like, as I said, tens of thousands of accounts. That is what drives me nuts.
Does it piss you off that Kroger put in like self-scan machines? Because you know what? That's what Jim did. He could have humans running these accounts, but instead he gave it to a machine.
Well, and that's what I'm curious about. Is it just the sake of time? Is this just a test
I'd
for
love
you?
to
Like,
have scholars. Guys, if you're interested, let me know. I got some decent cards.
So, sake of time, is that really it for you, or what?
This man wants SBS.
I don't know.
Are the rewards that good? I mean, is it like super lucrative? Or?
It is nice, but sometimes I'm just like, I could have just rented these cards out and gotten like more value over the course of the season. And that was honestly the problem that I had before. It was like, why would I climb when I could just rent out everything, get more DEC, which was a lot more money back then, especially at the end of the season. It was like one day I would make like over 3,000 DEC renting my stuff at the end of the season, and it was like $30 or something like that. It was ridiculous. I'm like, why am I gonna want to get all these chests? Like, no, just give me that money. I will now then spend it on cards that I really need rather than getting the rewards.
Yeah.
So what's our final takes here? It sounds like none of us are saying bots are dead. Of course not. This isn't going to solve everything. But
no.
What percentage do you feel like in your heart, or maybe some mind power here, of how much does this actually change? Do we see maybe a 10% nudge, a 50%? Like, where are you guys kind of feeling this change? Is it really successful? Just kind of mildly successful? Not a big deal at all.
I could see like a 25 to 35% reduction. I could see that.
I don't see. Okay, let's say 20% reduction, but let's say 3x on starter cards.
Oh, we weren't talking about prices.
Go buy them now.
in my opinion, like that's the only way that this goes, right? Because you don't erase all the bots. All the bots have to buy this card. There are a lot of bots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like we are absolutely going to see a spike in these cards if that goes through, and that's why I'm almost hesitant. I'm almost like my hot take is think of something else. Think of something else, because This isn't it.
Yeah, I think maybe just maybe, as you said, Jim, maybe 10, 20% movement. I mean, I can't imagine that, as we've talked about, the bots that already have all these cards, they're going to be fine. It's maybe just stopping a few players that just are looking to do the spell book and spam that over and over again. But I don't know. Someone would have to really give us the bot numbers of like, are most of these bots here at Bronze 3? Like, is that the most lucrative, is to like just buy the spell book and nothing else, and that's why this is going on? Or is it actually lucrative to put in the $100 to get them to Silver 3 and just send your bot off to Silver 3? I don't know.
Dude, I can't imagine. Like, and that's where like I wish I had the data. I wish I had the data because I hate speculating on this, and I know
you know
that the
what I could
data is
do?
out there. I know the data's out there. I would
You know
love
what I
to
could
sit
do for
down
you,
with all
Luke?
of this, you know,
I
and
will
just
sell all of my packs, okay? I'll sell all of them, or I'll just crack all of them and then get that many bot accounts. Okay. Then get all the starter cards for them to see how good this is.
there you go. There you go.
I mean, I think as you're saying, Rogue, it at least maybe puts the price up of Untamed cards. I still don't think Chaos Legion cards are going to see that much of a bump until packs sell out, because if a common card for Chaos Legion is all of a sudden $1, why would you ever buy that? Just go buy packs at that point, because the pack value is going to be insane.